Finally, update day is upon us here, and this is going to be for Bond in the 2.0 release update. And this one's going to be pretty interesting because we don't know anything about it besides the patch notes that are here today. And we're going to go over every last one of those things. And I'm going to be joined today by a special guest. So, special guest want to speak. What is up?
Hello, everybody.
Now,
I'm
for some of
back.
you guys, if you know him, as always, this is Dr. Void or Mr. Void that you're going to see him on YouTube as well. And he's coming back to doing YouTube. And obviously, I'm going to be going ahead and doing, of course, my stuff as always. We're going to be going over the patch notes and all that good stuff. So hope you guys do enjoy it. I'm going to have his channel down below as well. And I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so now we are over here with the actual patch notes. We have everything up, and me and Void have not seen anything about this, right?
Not at all.
So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how this is really gonna go. Right now I'm just gonna look at the notices because I'm gonna quickly glance through this stuff, and then we're gonna get to Bond's thing because I know that's what everyone really wants to pay attention to. Obviously, we get the normal 300 star fragments compensation. This isn't anything too big. New content that's going to be coming into, which we'll explain more on that later. New events we already know, new products, which is always good here, and other exchange shops / things are ending soon. Well, the thing that we want to know is how good is freaking Bond. So
Yeah.
one of the first things we need to look at is this guy. First of all, the artwork. Love the artwork. Looks freaking great.
Tough.
But do you want to talk about the elements? I know you just recently came back, so a lot of stuff you haven't seen here, but what do you think about the elements so far?
Honestly, from when I was playing, like darkness was the main thing, and now that I come back and I'm seeing dairy, I know darkness is going to be a problem. That's gonna be like a crazy team for him. Physical, I feel like I haven't seen anything with physical, but you know, it's Bond. He's probably just gonna be broken as always. I don't really know much about his greatsword, of his Earth greatsword, so that's what I'm really looking at.
Yeah, I've heard some nasty things about Earth and Darkness so far, but haven't really looked too far into it. So we're gonna slowly get into this, starting off with the Adventure skill. Apparently he unlocks hidden recipes themselves, as well as have a 25% chance of getting an additional dish, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing like for the hidden recipes, they're going to be an evolved version of the current recipes that we have. So like the fruit food one that we have here that gives us a couple bit of attack percent and crit chance. Pretty sure there's going to be a little bit of an evolved form of that, which is going to be pretty cool. Well, pretty cool to see, but I don't think it's going to be anything insane maybe. But
if it's like a 50% like buff, like it might go, we might see a jump in guild boss damage. I'll say that. But I don't think like average gameplay, we won't see like nothing too crazy. But like a coordinated team, I feel like this is gonna be like pretty good depending on the buffs.
I think this adventure skill could be pretty good as if it's like a good buff for time space junction. That might be something that's decent. So I guess he has something there. He said, I need that. Bro. The first one that we need to look at is the physical attacker. So this is the one that we didn't really get to see much. I'll have some footage someplace around here. You guys will probably see it. I'll have some footage here, or probably it'll be like one of my other edited things that I was talking about here. And the physical one we did see on stream. Apparently we have everything here. So the passive is called Exhilarating Rhythm. This one increases the hero's attack by 90% of all elements except for physical. So the more elements he does have on his team, of course he's going to get all of those attack percentages up, and he's going to use that. And if the character hits the enemy 3 times, the same enemy, it does a chain effect. Now this can happen 5 times. Apparently the chain effect itself is going to allow them to receive more damage with defense shatter increases as well as crit chance. So this is going to be interesting for a passive.
Yeah, dang, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
So yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like the defense shatter is going to be great to stack on the enemy. That's going to be good for bossing. The critical chance is also kind of interesting because that is if we add that on up, if you can get that 5 times, that's about 30% crit chance.
Yeah. Because I'm like, is this, I guess physical I don't know, he's an attacker. I'm like, you could use him as somewhat of a, I guess, like support for the defense shatter.
It depends though. It really will depend on that,
Yeah.
because like this more likely seems like he wants to hog it, because I'm unsure how it's only for 20 seconds too.
Yeah,
so like
for
you
sure.
gotta make good use of that timing.
Yeah.
But we have the normal skills or normal attack here. I don't really want to pay too much attention to that. We got to look at least the skills themselves, where we have a special attack, which is rapid swing. He becomes immune to reactions, which is interesting. That's kind of like Elizabeth, where she's immune to certain effects, and she inflicts damage equal to 404 of attack, or he inflicts damage equal to 404 of attack. Now, apparently the attack's crit damage increases by 20% for every chain stack. Keep in mind, we have 5 of those, so crit damage times 5, which is the 20%,
right.
is kind of fucking crazy. But all right, so that is a crazy increase there. Then we have the normal skill, which is 208% attack on an enemy. It increases the hero's all elemental attack by 30% for 30 seconds. That seems like something light, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I can see the value in that. I can definitely see the value in that.
I can see it once you get the physical, like everything from your other characters. I can definitely see that happening.
That might go crazy.
What about the ultimate move? So now here's the ultimate move, which is what I'm very interested in. This one inflicts damage equal to 182% of this attack and increases the hero's damage dealt by 12% for 10 seconds for every 1 stack of chains. So he can have 5 chains. So the 5 chains plus the increased hero damage by 12%. So you're getting yourself a good like 60% hero damage increase for 10 seconds if you have the 5 chains. Not to mention if you end up popping the what's it called? The passive itself just for having the chain. So you end up having the defense shatter on him again, plus the extra crit damage from the special attack. So this sounds kind of nasty.
Cause I'm like, is this? It might be a rotation where it's like you trying to build up skill 1 ult. Like
it's gonna be like, I feel like it comes down to basic attacks into the normal skill, because you got to make sure you have the all elemental attack percent, and then the other one.
But it actually might be good.
It depends. It depends though, because like it's weird, because like you have a 30% second chance on the normal skill.
Yeah, that is true. I also feel like once we get into potentials, it's gonna start getting really stupid. I feel like we see this and we're like, oh yeah, this is pretty good, and then we're gonna see P7 and P10. It's like, oh really? That's what we're okay.
Well, we haven't even gotten fully through the whole ult too. Like that's just the top half. If the attack hits, he does an additional action, which is kind of insane. This does 120% extra attack, inflicting additional damage equal to 100% of attack per stack too. So he gets more.
Okay.
He gets more, which is kind of insane to see. I'm very scared on how much damage this really can do, because we did see G Clef play a little bit of it, and he was doing some good damage, but there was a lot of things that was missing, plus it was P10. So I'm wondering how much like a P4 could do, and then P10 goes. But we'll now know exactly what they do, because we have the potentials right here that we can actually read.
Oh god. I'm scared.
You're scared.
We have
scared, P5.
Bro.
This slightly increases the range of the ultimate move. Okay, something light. But ultimate move's first strike increases the hero's own crit damage by 10% for 15 seconds. This is based for every stack. So that is up to 50% on the first strike of crit damage.
Okay.
Just P5, which is already kind of scary.
Mind you, that's like some people's P7 skill. Okay. And
then we have P6. This is more of a pierce for every chain stack. That's pretty decent, because like pierce is pretty nice. We do need some of that. Each time the hero uses special attack, it increases the hero's all elemental attack percent by 6%. It's up to 9 times. That's actually a decent multiplier that can be added up to, but I think it's something light. The P6 seems like something that can be very helpful, seeing that he does utilize elemental attack so much, but I think that's something okay that we can look at a little bit. Now P7 decreases damage taken while using the special attack by 30%. So his special attack originally is the rapid swing. So I think you're gonna get most of the chain stacks off the special attack. So you might not even need to do the basic attacks. But so you get your chain stacks most likely off of this. 30% decrease, so you can sit there for a second. And wait, he's immune. Yeah, he's immune to reactions. So he can sit there and not take much damage. So that's already crazy. It increases the range of the special attack's final strike and amplifies his attack power by 100%. I feel like the range and decreased damage taken is pretty decent. I'm unsure how much damage the move really does do, but 100% still sounds like a good amount. So I have to look on that.
I'm like, as of now looking at it, I feel like I low-key feel like the P5 and P7 were low-key kind of swapped.
Yeah, to some degree, I can kind of say that P5 and P7 feels like a little swap, but like until we know how much the special skill does too, that might change my opinion on that.
If it chunks bosses, I'm like, well, yeah, no, that makes more sense then. Also, damage reduction is just always good. So
now I can see the other two. I went ahead and glanced over P9 and 10. Okay, P9 is disgusting because ultimate move additional damage power is 120%. And then P10 just says, I'm taking that up again. And it increases the ultimate move's additional damage to the count of 3 instead of the like 2 with max stacks. So if they have max stacks, which you're going to be able to get, this goes 3 times itself. Landing the ultimate move's first strike on the enemy with a chain at maximum, then resets your skill cooldown, meaning you can do it again, the freaking special attack again, and decreases it by 80% for 10 seconds. And it gives you defense shatter by 15% for 20 seconds. That's going to hit hard. He's going to hit really hard at the P10 value. But what I like is if what we thought, the P5 and P7 are swapped, if we think that's actually really good, because that means at a P5 standpoint, aka like free to play-ish, can usually get that with the 120. He can be really good at low investment. He can be very good at low investment, which is great to see.
I as a person who is currently broke, I need that. I need that bad.
You have the total different perspectives right now. Like, I'm broke, but I'm broke in a different sense. It's like, bro, dang.
Because I'm like, my Merlin right now is legit P4. I did not pull another copy of her. Ice is very, very like underwhelming. Lightning is the only team I can use with the Merlin. It's like low investment. She's all right. I heard the same thing with Gother. Lightning was like low investment, all right. But like having a character with low investment and good return is super good to summon them.
Yeah, and that looks pretty decent for the nunchucks. Now, I'm scared about the greatsword because the greatsword has a lot of people talking here. So we're gonna kind of speed it up on this one here, where I go for it, and it goes with the physical, or at least the passive itself, Undying Physique. This one, whenever he is using a normal skill while in Berserk active mode, it increases his normal skill damage by 10% for 10 seconds, up to 5 times. This can be 50% in total. And while the effect is active, the hero's crit damage increases by 20% and crit defense by 25%. Now that sounds pretty decent. I think this can be used for Breath of Glory, though I think some other people have been trying to use the newest weapon set that came out, so we'll have to see on that one as well. But then we cut down, and I want your opinion on these two, which is the normal skill and the special skill. The special skill increases his crit chance by 25% for 20 seconds. So we got to remember that Berserker mode already gives him 20% crit damage with crit defense and the normal skill damage. Then the special attack gives you 25% crit chance. Then if we go ahead and look at the normal skill alongside of those two, you increase after landing 4 normal skill hits, it enhances it, and you increase your crit damage by 30%.
What?
Upon also increasing the normal skill if an Earth Burst is active, increasing the damage by 100% and restoring your HP by 7% of your attack.
And you heal off of it. Oh, that's so cool, right?
I'm wondering what the hell were they thinking with this? Because you're getting your refreshes. You're getting the crit chance. you get the crit damage, you get normal skill increase, and you're timesing that normal skill increase pretty much by 2, which is insane to actually see overall.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what you think on that.
Don't forget, First Strike exists. Don't forget First Strike exists. That's the first thing I thought about was no.
Get a First Strike in there after you get your buffs. Go with him, like swap immediately into him and just go to town, because it seems like you have all your good buffs in one area, which is very kind of scary to see that right there. He's kind of like just a working machine on his own right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a very selfish character, but honestly, I would rather a good selfish character than a mediocre team character.
That's a good point.
Because I'm like, that's the same thing with Derry. Derry's low-key kind of selfish, but oh, you're hitting.
I take it. I take it. It's a different.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be the new DPS haver of the Earth side of things. So it's pretty decent. Cool to see there. Then like, the ultimate move right here.
The last one, Daisy.
Yeah, the last one was Daisy, and like her DPS is like kind of at times. I think most people still. Like, it's really good, but it has a lot of steps to make her hit very hard. So most people still stick with Deanne.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is going to be like a whole new face for it. And it might be probably top 13.
I'm scared,
Which is good.
It's good, but it's terrifying because I can really see this being a problem. And this is not even us getting into the potentials for it yet. So I'm kind of terrified right now.
Bro said, I'm scared. I might not quote this character talking about I'm scared.
Then we have the ultimate move. This one resets his normal skill cooldown when he enters the berserk state for 12 seconds. So I'm guessing you would end up doing your normal skills until like they cannot wait, no. Is it normal skill until the ultimate move, which removes the normal skill cooldown, and you just spam? It just sounds like just spam it. Just sit there and spam normal skill.
So this is just Meliodas. Okay, cool. Welcome back, Melly.
Well, it actually, because it sounds like you would go ahead, pop off your special skill, pop off your normal skill till you can't use it anymore. Get into berserk state. Make sure your special skill is still up and just go ham on normal skill. If the cooldown takes too long for this, then you probably wouldn't even pop these at all until you enter this state.
Yeah.
Damn.
Why?
Yeah, I see why everyone was hyping up this one now, because it has the crit chance, crit damage, everything's all in one place on top of just the skill cooldown. This could be your new blitz down character, which could be very interesting to see, because we only have a blitz down character for darkness. So having something like this for Earth too would be
nice.
Very freaking cool. So that's already great. Now let's look at the potentials. So P5 decreases the number of attacks required to use Berserk's enhanced normal skill. So that's something light. I guess like it's kind of like the flare status for Escanor. So I guess P5 you get that early rather than getting like a move that can get the flare status quicker at P7. You get this at P5, so it's okay. P6 becomes immune to reactions while using normal skill, which is actually great because that means you can sit there and not get knocked around. Meaning initially, before then, you're able to get knocked out of your normal skill. This makes it so you can't get knocked out of it. You take 20% less damage, and it increases the crit damage boost. Keep in mind, that's already
on top,
by 30%.
That's on top of everything else.
By an additional 30%. So that's 60% on top of that, which is already disgusting.
Oh, he's gonna hit like a truck.
That's nasty. Now P7 using the tag skill. That's okay. P7 might be something crazy.
That's another blazing. That's just another blaze. Like,
well, I wouldn't even use it as a blaze. I would just say like immediately. Yeah, you use a character, maybe Daisy. You get electromagneted off here. Pop your buffs. Of course you already hit with the first strike, so they have that on there. Swap in immediate berserker, berserker for 5 seconds, meaning during that time period for the 5 seconds, automatically you just swap in and use normal skill. Just spam that until that's over, because then it knocks you out of the berserk state, which then you have to prepare everything again and then go back into it.
You knocked out, you ult.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I feel, yeah, you get knocked out, then you ult.
Yeah,
but where would we would have to come back in for this too, because we still need our crit chance for special attack. So I guess you would ult, pop the special attack, then normal skill,
and just
that would be interesting. So like this does a lot. It does it has a 20-second cooldown, which I feel like after ulting and stuff, that's perfectly fine, because you'll just swap back out, all your buffs will be gone anyways, and just do it again. So that's pretty much 100% uptime on your berserker status, which is a pretty decent freaking potential there. But it gets worse, because P9 berserker's normal attack or skill power is now upped to 65%, which is kind of crazy. And in P10 it now increases the range of both of this, gives you 15% defense shatter, and landing the enhanced normal skill 3 times allows for an extra use. So now you have an extra use as well on top of that, which is kind of scary. So this is just Unga Bunga. I feel like this is just the Unga Bunga role for this one.
You know the William Dafoe meme of him looking up and it's just a shadow? You're just gonna see the Bond shadow. You're just gonna see Bond shadow.
That is just terrible. He's just smiling at you, bro.
Because there's not a way that they were like, yeah, let's just make him not fair.
Yeah, this is gonna be a scary character. I can see like P5 is already great. I think the good stopping point if a person wants to stop is P7, because P6 is great to stop at, but P7 you might as well take that extra step, because then you get to tag in for the additional berserker at 50% extra earth damage. Like if you're like a mid light spender, P7 is like the perfect stopping point. If you're a low spender, P5, P6. P5 is great to just be at, but P6 gives you that immune. That's really good to have.
And for somebody who likes face tanking in all games he plays, I'm gonna need P6.
Exactly, the face tanking is gonna be really good. So a lot of people love that for Liz, and essentially he's gonna be enjoying this. Keep in mind, Earth Liz also has a crit damage booster too. So Earth Liz in him is gonna go kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then we have the big boy, Darkness, because I'm scared of Darkness. A lot of people have been saying a lot about Darkness here. Apparently each time the hero no each time the hero hits an enemy without an active burst 10 times, it applies snatch for 30 seconds. Now this increases the hero's normal attack crit damage by 100%. Darkness burst on top of this is without a burst active. So when a burst gets active, it increases the dark weakness damage by 10%.
Bro.
Then the caster, dude. Oh yeah, and it's not removed until a darkness burst ends.
What?
So wait, you hit without a burst active, it applies snatch. So you have to get 10 hits without the burst active. Combo ult for the burst. The snatch will still be on the enemy. And that's how you get all your damage, because they have the darkness weakness there. I now see why they gave the combo ult to him and Meliodas now. That makes more sense.
Oh. Okay. That's...
That sounds a little kind of interesting there.
This is a problem. Nah, that's just passive too. Okay, great.
Now his normal attack affects something. It guarantees critical hits against people who have breach. Apparently breach you can apply on the special skill. This essentially decreases all elemental burst resistances by 20% and increases the darkness taken by 25%. So his basic attacks get guarantee crits. And with the breach effect on them, it's essentially giving them a very good debuff for us to get a lot of damage off with non-burst active, and then the burst active too with the snatch on there. So that's pretty good to see. Plus snatch can get activated by the looks of it from the normal skill. Or no, it's just name snatch here. This one decreases the darkness defense by 20%, which is for 30 seconds, which is pretty long. I think that's about Daisy's buff timing. So 20% for 30 seconds. Afterwards, on the final strike, he then is increasing all allied heroes' darkness attack by 30%. So
oh my gosh,
it's starting to seem like, okay, you get the 10 hits somehow, because this is only one move. So you get the 10 hits, use the uppercut to make sure you get breach for 30 seconds, immediately use the normal skill, which takes down the defense for 30 seconds. Or I think these are interchangeable, but I will say this one goes special attack first into normal skill, then the defense down. This gives you the increased attack. Make sure you then do combo ults to get the burst off and just go ham.
Oh my gosh. And then this, and then also Dairy Axe. This is gonna be a good darkness team.
But you gotta be quick on the Dairy Axe too, because that Dairy Axe has to fit in between someplace there. So that would have to be an interesting mix up.
There's so much potential damage.
I feel like it's like combo ult, Dairy Axe for the normal skill, then Meliodas. Yeah. Because that will give you like the normal skill that you need. You should have more than enough time to do all of that and still at least abuse a little bit of that damage multiplier that you get.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's just so much.
And you didn't even go into the combo attack here, which is like, after he uses this, it enhances the normal skill for 10 seconds. So normal skill inflicts damage equal to 150% of the attack, and it final strike freezes the enemy's active. Whoa, wait. So hold on. Actually, we don't. No, wait. Okay. So you're not supposed to do this until, what is it called? Until you get the combo all off, which if this works how it does, right? It would be normal skill, combo ult into the uppercut, which still gives us 30 seconds to really enjoy this side of things, and then into Derriere for her normal skill or either special skill. I can't remember which triggers the normal skill increase, and then afterwards we do Meliodas. So what do you think on that one, Void?
Bro, I didn't even process that he froze it, which is also, this might be, I'm okay. Now I'm scared for potential.
Because you definitely use this before Meliodas, because Meliodas takes down that bar. So you would have to use this uppercut and immediately get like Darien into Meliodas, which is going to be kind of interesting.
Which I guess that does make the time for Dariax.
It does. It makes it up.
Yeah. Which is actually really good, because I'm like, that was going to be a tight combination. If you do it fast enough, you can get more damage out of it, but it might make it more consistent for like a immediate player. Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to take a look at the potentials here, in which a lot of the viewers probably have already seen some of these potentials, but going off of what we have for P5, I haven't seen it yet, so even me, so I'm reading this along for the first time with you. But we have for the P5, it increases the range of normal skill attack and amplifies crit damage boost against enemies that are affected by Snatch by 100%. So he gives a 100% crit damage boost just at P5.
Yo.
Landing the normal attack then decreases the darkness defense by 2% of said defense for 30 seconds. This can go up to 10 times, so a 20% darkness defense. And this applies when there's a burst. So all of this is going to immediately be great. So at P5, that's perfect for a free to play.
All of that right is P5. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. And P6 is even better. So P6 is just like what's it called? It's just like Gother. So if this works just like Gother, since it is a debuff, we can most likely extend how long the freeze is going to be for the darkness burst duration. Instead of 6 seconds, we could probably extend this, right? And it gets extended even more so at the P6 statement, where as long as it has the darkness burst, we increase that duration of the freeze by 3 seconds. So an overall of 9 seconds, not counting the darkness debuff efficiency set that's probably going to help out on this. And it decreases crit defense by 30%, which is insane because this is the whole reason we were using characters like Hauser to do the defense shred. We no longer need to do that. We will have that available, which is kind of insane to see at P6.
This is P6.
So at a like very low investment to middle investment, that's already insane. And this is for all three. All three of the weapons have been pretty consistent with P5 and P6. So that's good.
Which is so good. I'm scared.
This speechless.
Oh my gosh.
Then we have P7. This increases the special attack range, right? So now the uppercut goes further. And alongside of this, it increases the breach status effect damage boost taken by 30%. So you're getting an extra 30%. Now pair this with P9, which makes his normal attack power even higher. So he's gonna deal more damage with the normal attack. I think P9 is kind of, I don't know. It depends. I don't know if the P9 is going to be crazy because it says the first attack is 79 for just the normal skill, and then the final strike does 100%. So I guess adding on 200% for normal attack power could be crazy, but I don't know on that one. I don't know.
But you're also,
that depends.
Also the amount of defense shred, the amount of debuffs. I mean, he has to be doing damage.
Yeah, he's going to be doing damage, but I don't think the P9 is going to be crazy. I feel like P9 is like, okay, that's extra damage bonus kind of there, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be insane there. As for the P10, this slightly increases the normal skill range even more so, but now the final hit of the normal skill increases all darkness heroes defense shatter by 15% for 30 seconds. So this is now another like full party wide increase, which is kind of insane to see something like this for all your darkness heroes, because then they're just going to be dealing way too much damage later.
Oh my god.
I feel like this character, if you're P10ing, like you're eating, because it makes it very prevalent that the defense shatter that we have needs to be like up there.
Top tier.
That's pretty good. I like all of his stats. Like everything looks great on this. Even at a low investment standpoint, he's definitely a must summon character. So at least for the DPS sides, I feel like, because he's insanely strong from the looks of it. Now we won't have to dip into any of this stuff. I think I'll have a different video going over kind of the combat stuff here and all this stuff for actually no, we read this a couple days ago actually, I feel like. So we'll read it. We'll probably do a different video that's like brief on this, but I want to look at the outfits and stuff because we got to see the Bond banner itself. We see how long it's going, new main quest type stuff that we got to look at, which this is just for people to partake into the event. But honestly, I don't think they changed anything for the outfits. So just the skin and stuff looks pretty cool. Nothing too crazy. But overall, what do you think just for him before we close out the video?
Honestly, I must summon character, low investment. It's a good low investment character. Just go for it, honestly. I mean, guarantee at 120, you get P4, you can probably hit him one time in that 120. P5, stop at P5, maybe P6. If you're going for it, the P7s are really good for like all of his characters. And if you're wailing, go for P10 and you'll probably just be hitting like Shadow. So
I think at the most, P7 is like the highest everyone needs to go for if they want it to. But for normal players, P5 is great. I think P5 is perfectly fine. P6 is just like, okay, you want to go that extra mile, get P6. I don't think most normalistic players are going to go for P7s. But if you're like someone who likes to speedrun a little bit or try to care about times, then P7 is probably your go-to. But P5, P6 for this character seems insanely worth it. Like, I don't really see too much of a problem with this, which is great.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see that like a low investment character is hitting the board and just hits the ground running.
All right, well, thank you for coming on here for the video, Void. I'll have you, of course, tagged. You guys be sure to sub to Void as well. I'm really going to try and get him into doing this a lot. You guys are probably going to see him on streams every now and again. You're definitely going to see him on a lot of these type videos as well. So it's going to be fairly interesting to see how this does play out. But I know Shadow's going to be testing a lot of stuff for us like immediately, because I think he's buying like all the SSR packs and stuff. So he will be,
I'm not shocked.
Hardcore like getting all the weapons up and testing some stuff. So we'll have more information and stuff on that as well. But it's gonna be interesting. Anything you want to say last?
Nah, I'm scared. I need to get some money so I can get him high. Because if I don't pull him, I will cry. Don't test me.
I need to get some money. Oh,
I need to get some money.
Well, we just gotta hope we get lucky on this one. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and close it out. Thank y'all for watching, and peace on out.
See ya.